Well, my name is Jeff Cross, and this is Straight Talk, and I'd like to welcome to the program Steve Ashkin. How are you, Steve?
I am doing great, Jeff. Thank you for having me, and thank you to all the listeners who are tuning in today.
I've been around the cleaning industry a long time, and I know when green cleaning, uh, in its infancy, you might say, it wasn't that popular. There were people talking about how it didn't clean, it wasn't good. But what happened with it? We see it's more accepted now than in the beginning.
Well, everything that you've said is true. In the beginning, either the products were too expensive or they didn't work. And, when I was at RMC, we would buy surfactants for the cleaning products by the tanker car load. And when we started making green products, we'd buy green surfactants, by a 55-gallon drum or 5-gallon pail because there was no economic quantities there. So of course, everything costs more and we were inefficient about it and didn't understand it. So all the costs were amortized over a smaller number of units. So at the beginning, we were learning. And so, yeah, the products were more expensive, or to get them to be cost competitive, we diluted them down and they didn't work well. But, fast forward 20 years, 30 years, the demand for those products have accelerated enormously. We've gotten a lot smarter. There's a lot more competition out there. So today, they're very competitive with other conventional products. It really is a demonstration of how the marketplace works.
Steve, tell us about this COVID pandemic and green cleaning. Is there some correlation there? How has the role of green cleaning, or maybe even surface testing, making sure things are clean, how has that played out in the past months in your view?
Well, first, we've all been learning so much about the SARS-CoV-2 virus, and let's be very direct about it. Cleaning products, detergents, and of course disinfectants have all proven highly effective against the virus. So we got this, right? We know how to handle the virus. But what I'm thinking about is, number one, we don't want to backslide into using more hazardous, more toxic products because somehow people feel more comfortable that we really got to kill those bugs. Because the fact is, you can't kill them deader than dead. But also to think about other lessons, because the marketplace is now listening to the importance of cleaning. We have that window of opportunity. So we think a lot about, well, what is it that we want the marketplace to understand, such as the importance of training frontline workers. Thinking about other things, like you mentioned, testing. We talk about cleaning for appearances and moving to cleaning for health. Well, it's not the difference between cleaning for appearances. The opposite isn't cleaning for health. The issue is, how do we actually measure it, right? How do we actually test for it? So I think we're seeing new technologies that are coming on board. We're seeing other new technologies such as robotics or using UVC technology, antimicrobial surface coatings. There's so many interesting things that are coming out of this, focusing on high touch points, right? So we're learning a lot, and I hope this is an opportunity for our industry to be smart, to make sure our customers really hear our message about the importance of cleaning, doing the right thing, and frankly, making sure we're getting paid for it.
There are organizations out there, ISSA is one of them, USGBC, LEAD, the Well Building Institute, that are putting their muscle behind clean. And I know you're working with many of these groups as well. What do you see them doing?
Well, first of all, if you or any of your listeners have not seen the TV ad from the Well Building Institute, check it out. You can just Google it, you'll find it. But when you can put together people like Jennifer Lopez and Lady Gaga and Robert De Niro and the actor Michael Jordan to talk about our buildings, we know we have accomplished something. People will listen. So I'm very excited to be working with the WELL folks. I'm actually working on my WELL faculty designation. And at the same time, I'm working with the USGBC. I've been appointed to their technical advisory group that's working to update all the credits in the environmental quality section, which includes all the cleaning credits. So after 10 years, we're updating all of those. And we're also working with other organizations like the Green Sports Alliance. I'm a huge sports fan. Congratulations to the Bucks. Way to go, Tom Brady. I love him because he's almost as old as I am. So, we're working to make sure the cleaning industry is recognized for the important role that we play, and to really create a platform for leading companies to really be able to demonstrate their leadership. So it's not just focus on the lowest cost to accomplish the task.
Well, green cleaning has come a long way, and largely in part to your efforts. What's next, Steve? Where do we go from here with green cleaning?
Well, one is, just as we in the early days with green cleaning tried to institutionalize it, right? So we got laws passed, we wrote requirements into LEED and what have you. We still have some cleaning up to do, right? Including things like testing and making sure we're not artificially creating barriers to new technologies. So we're definitely working on that stuff. But beyond that, we're thinking about the issue of sustainability. And to me, sustainability and green are not interchangeable words. What sustainability implies to me is how the organization itself operates, and especially how the organization treats its people. That's what makes green and sustainability different. So we're very interested, for example, developing a standard to define what sustainable cleaning services looks like. How do we really treat our workers? How do we train them? How do we pay them? How do we eliminate illegal contracting, the hiring of frontline workers as independent contractors? So sustainability is the issue I think is coming down the pike. The majority of S&P 500 corporations are now publishing sustainability reports. There's more supply chain reporting that's taking place. And our goal is to make sure we define for our customers what sustainability means for the cleaning industry, as opposed to letting others outside of our industry tell us what we need to be doing when they really don't appreciate or understand how our industry really works. Thank you. And before I go, just one request to all of your listeners. If you have any thoughts about how we can update LEED, please send me a note. I really do want to advocate for the cleaning industry and represent your thoughts. So please stay in touch. And Jeff, that includes you as well. You are the guy when it comes to carpeting and indoor air quality and lots of stuff. So I'm depending on you too, pal.
So how can we contact you, Steve? And I'm happy to help.
The simplest way is to send me an email. It's steve@ashkingroup.com. And I really do appreciate any input that you have.
Will do. We'll get the word out. Have a good one, Steve.
Thank you, Jeff. And thanks to all who are listening in.